Hi, welcome to this lesson. So, in this lesson, we're going to be looking at spreading an array into function arguments. Okay, so far we've just been sending arguments as such. So when we call a function, so we'll just call with argument one like this, and then argument two, argument three, and so on and so forth. And we'll be sending multiple arguments like this, and that's how we are going to do the function. That's how we've been doing the function call so far. But what if you just want to what if you want to create an array which has all of these arguments inside of it, okay, like this. And what if you just want to send that array into the function, okay, and actually have that be accepted as your separate arguments, okay? So in your function definition, if I have something like function call, even if it's like this, arg1, arg2, arg3, etc., etc. So even if it's like this, if I send an array from here, it has to be accepted, it has to be separated, it has to be spread and accepted as a separate arguments in your function definition. Okay, so how do you do that? So that's what we're going to be looking at in this particular lesson. Okay, to start off, let's create a function. Okay, let's create a function to add two numbers. Okay, add num, and then let's give two numbers like this. That's it, and we're gonna create sum, and we're gonna return sum, or we can just return it just like that as well. Okay, so that's it. So we've created a function, and within this, to start off, we'd actually be doing it like this, right? We'd do a console.log of it, or we'd get it into a variable and everything. You know how all of that works, okay? And in here, you'd give two numbers because this particular function needs two numbers, okay? So, but on the other hand, what if I create an array with the name ARR and give 5 and 4 inside of it like this, and then just send ARR from here, okay? Instead of sending separate numbers like this, I'm just going to send this particular array which has the numbers 5 and 4 inside of it. Let's see what happens. Let's refresh. Okay, sorry about that. I have to add num of ARR. Sorry about that. Okay, so if I do it like that, what happens? Well, it doesn't work. Now, does it? Why doesn't it work? I'm getting an undefined in here. Now, why is that? That's because the array is not getting separated into its separate numbers, into the separate items. Okay, to do that, you have to give the separator syntax. Okay, so your browser knows that this should not be taken as a complete array, but its array items have to be separated, and they have to be assigned to the parameters in order. Okay, so 5 would be assigned to num1 and 4 would be assigned to num2, and so on and so forth, depending on how many arguments you have. Okay, so how do I do that? It's very simple. All you have to do is within the function call, you just have to give like this, 3 dots like this before the array name. Before you send the array, you have to just give 3 dots so your browser knows that this particular array has to be separated into their separate items. Okay, so if I run the function now, I'm getting 9 now because 5 has been applied to num1 and 4 has been applied to num2, and it works. Even if I add two more numbers like this, and if it had num3 and num4 like this, even then it would work. See, it's working. 5 plus 4 is 9, 9 plus 6 is 15, and 15 plus 7 is 22. Okay, so that's what I'm getting. I'm getting 22 in here. All right. Now you can use this with predefined functions as well. So there are a lot of functions in your math object and things like that. Remember, we looked at all of those functions. So you can use this spread operator, spread syntax in your predefined functions as well. For example, for For example, you can use it to find the max in an array. Okay, so you can have an array of numbers and you can use it to find the maximum number in that particular array, or minimum, whatever. Okay, let me see how that works. So let's do a console.log in here so you can see the output, and math.max, which is the predefined function. We already looked at that. So generally we'll just give the two numbers, like give all of the numbers that you want to look at like this, and you'll look at the output. Okay, yes, 6 is the maximum value. But on the other hand, if I want to use my array, then I just do it like this. Okay, create an array, cut all of this and paste it here, and then inside of this just give array, but not just like that, because if I do it like that, I'm going to get nan, because there's nothing right now. But if I spread it with the spread operator like this, there you go, I'm still getting 6. Okay, and if I do min, you can do it for max or min. See, I'm getting -4 because that's the minimum number. And you can also do this for multiple arrays as well. I can create another array like this. Okay, and it can have something like this. Okay, and then if I say find the minimum of the spread array, and then the spread array 2 as well. Okay, sorry about that, ARR. See, -32. That is the minimum between all of these numbers, between both the arrays. Okay, between both the arrays. So that's how that works. So you can use it for predefined functions as well, and you can also use it for combining arrays. For example, let's combine these two arrays and put it inside a third array. Okay, how do I do that? I can create something like this. Okay, and then I can say I want all of the elements, or all of the items of array inside of it, and all of the items of array 2 inside of it as well, and then also at the end I want 12 like this. And if I do a console.log of array 3, okay, there should be 3. Okay, spread syntax is 3 dots. Please remember that. Alright, okay, so we're getting everything. So this is the array 1, and then there's the array 2, and then the rest of it, the last number 12, and the starting 43 and 23. See, we got a combined array. So this can be used for combining arrays as well. So that's it for this particular lesson. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.